Ooh, look at that. 1964 Plymouth Valiant. Slant 6, push button automatic transmission. Oh yeah, that's my baby. Be driving that in the Dream Cruise later on this year. Cool. Hey everybody, it's Bill. I'm the salty old Marine. Ooh, it's bright out here. This is early April 2025 in southeast Michigan. And you know, my flowers, daffodils here, starting to come up. Got some crocuses, a bunch of tulips, but they haven't started blooming yet. They won't for a while. But I wanted to talk to you today about gardens, about planting them, about tending them, about making mistakes, about enjoying them. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear all the airplane noises. I guess it's a good day for flying. Bunch of private planes, neat. Anyway, yeah, so here's the thing about gardens. If you plant flowers, you get flowers. Plant tulips, you get tulips. Plant daffodils, you get daffodils. And you know, funny thing is, they don't always do what you think they're going to do. Sometimes they don't come up. Sometimes they come up and they're not exactly what you expected, or maybe they're not what you hoped for. But you can always, you know, do it again. You can always start over. You can always make changes. Or you might decide you like what you got, even if it wasn't something that you originally planned for. Kind of like life that way, right? And in a way, it's kind of like your VA disability claims and your VA health care. That might seem like a bit of a stretch. Maybe it is. But here's what I think. This garden, it needs work. You know, I got weeds in it. I got these metal landscape staples. I got it sticking out everywhere. I got to clean those up. I got lanterns that broke off during the wintertime. Yeah, it's ruined. I got things I got to do here, right? There's work I have to do. But if I hadn't taken the time to plant these flowers, I wouldn't have any flowers. If you don't submit those VA disability claims, you'll never get any VA disability claims. If you're always going to wait for next year to start your garden, well, you won't have a garden until you finally start it, right? If you neglect your garden, eventually it'll go back to weeds. On the other hand, on the bright side, it doesn't have to be perfect, you know? Got a bunch of dead leaves in here. I got a bunch of twigs and stuff. It doesn't matter. I'll clean them up, but I may not get them all. It's not going to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It only has to make me happy, and it's doing that. And sometimes it makes other people happy. I'm right here on the edge of the street. People walk by, people drive by. Every now and then somebody stops and says, "Hey man, I like your flowers." That's gratifying. Same thing when I do these YouTube videos. Every now and then somebody stops by and says, "Hey, thanks a lot, you're helping me." That's great. That's why I'm doing this. That's why we're going to do more of these videos. We're setting up a website. We're doing all kinds of stuff. Why are we doing it? Well, you plant flowers, you get flowers. If you don't plant flowers, well, you get what you get, right? So, I guess what I'm saying here, folks, is you don't have to have a garden. You don't have to file for VA disabilities. But if you don't, well, you're not going to get VA disabilities. You're not going to get flowers. They don't mostly just grow accidentally. Maybe once in a while, but not very much. So think about that. You don't have to give it all your time. You don't have to give it all your attention. But if you're, willing to invest a little bit, here and there, now and then, try a little bit, you'll end up with some flowers in your garden. I enjoy my flowers. I enjoy VA disability. I enjoy VA health care. These are things I earned. These are things that, I wish I didn't in some ways. But here we are, right? So, yeah, if you want a garden, plant a garden, my friends. I think that's about as philosophical as I'm going to get today. I'm Bill. I am the Salty Old Marine. Please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Maybe plant a garden. And as always, have a great day.